Hi my loves, welcome back to my channel. This is Varsha here, and today I have a really nice berry plum kind of look. So I really hope you enjoy it, and if you want to know how I got this look, stay tuned. So first of all, starting off, I need to moisturize my skin, and for that I'm using the Pond's Bio Hydrating Moisturizing Cream. I really don't know how to pronounce that. Yeah. So this moisturizer is another box standard moisturizer which really gives you a good hydrating skin. I kind of like it a lot. Up next for my primer, I'm using the Too Faced Hangover RX primer, which is like one of my most favorite topmost primers now, and I'm applying it on my T-zone and around my face where I have pores a lot. And for my color correcting, I use the LOREAL Pro Orange Concealer. I feel like I've not used any other concealer, but I know this is one of the best and the one that perfectly matches my skin. So yeah, but I am trying to go find out the other concealers out there. But yeah, and I'm mainly applying it on all the hyperpigmentation areas and also on the places where I have acne. And this is no surprise as well, taking the peach concealer from the NYX concealer corrector palette, I mainly apply it right under my eyes so that it counteracts all the dark circles and the blue veins under my eyes. Up next for foundation, I use the Too Faced Born This Way foundation. I think the shade is warm beige, but I will leave the description below so you will know all the details of the products that I used. Oh my god, I just went frozen over there, and I mainly applied it using a damp beauty blender all over my face. Taking the Maybelline Instant Age Rewind Concealer, surprise surprise, I mainly applied it for my concealing, highlighting right under my eyes, on the bridge of my nose, on the forehead, on my chin, on my cupid's bow, and around my mouth. Oh yeah, I also went right under where my contour would be and blended it all again using a damp beauty blender. To set all this in place, I used the NYX HD Studio Photogenic powder. I tried to do the baking method with this powder, and so I kind of applied it with portion on right under my eyes and also right under where my contour would be. Let it sit there for a few minutes, at least until I finish my contour, and wanted to see the results. And for contouring, I don't really know where the clip went, but I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills contour palette in the light shade, I believe it is, and I contoured the hollows of my cheek and right on top of my forehead and all the places where you usually contour. And once I did my contour, I immediately removed the excess powder so that it gives me a good finish. I did not want to leave my baking for a really long time so that or else it kind of dries my face, and yeah, For my brows, there's no surprise in this. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Definer in the shade Ebony, and I filled in all these sparse areas of my eyebrows. To set my eyebrows in place, I use the Maybelline Brow Drama Gel in soft brown. Now, I usually don't set my brows because they usually are intact in their place, but that day it was like kind of different. It went all over the place, so I did want to set them. Taking the yellow shade in the NYX Concealer Corrector palette, I kind of applied it to my eyelids as a good base and a primer. I started doing this and I really have been liking how the results come out. So yeah. I'm really sorry about the lighting, guys. The sun was just going crazy that day. And to set my eyebrows, oh my god, eyeshadow in place. Oh my god. Eye primer in place, I used the NYX HD Photogenic powder. Something is totally wrong. From the Morphe 35N palette, I took this kind of brown peachy shade and I mainly applied it to my crease area using a fluffy blending brush. Then taking this lighter shade from the same Morphe 35N palette, I applied it mainly as a eyebrow highlight. I really cannot talk today. Taking the brown shade from the same Morphe 35N palette, I applied it to my crease again and also applied it to the outer corners of my eyelid, and I did this process until I got the correct color payoff. From the Morphe 35C palette, I took this really nice berryish plum shade and I applied it to the outer corner of my eyes and kind of blended it in to the mid part of my eyes. I kept doing this process until I got the right amount of color that I was looking for. Taking this grey shade from the Morphe 35N palette, I kind of actually applied it to the outer corners so as to give it a good more smoky dimension look to my eyes. Does that make sense? Yeah, I think so. For the inner part of my eyelid, I used the Sephora Blush 101 face palette and took this highlighter shade. I used my brush wet so that I get the correct pigmentation that I was looking for, and I blended it in from the inner to the mid part of my eyes. For my eyeliner today, I used nothing but the L'Oreal Voluminous Superstar Liquid Eyeliner because this has been one of my favorite nowadays, and I did a winged eyeline look. Taking the grey shade again from the Morphe 35N palette, I applied it right under my waterline to give it a more dimension and to make it a bit more smokier, you can say. For my lashes today, I used my favorite mascara, which is the Maybelline Lash Sensation mascara, and I applied it both to top and bottom lashes. And for blush today, I used the pinky blush from SEPHORA 101 face palette, and I applied it to the apples of my cheek. Taking this beautiful pearl shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit in Gleam, I applied it as my highlighter to the tops of my cheek and the bridge of my nose and on top of my eyebrows and also on top of my cupid's bow. So it gives a really nice lifted highlighted look. For my lips, I used the ColourPop lipstick. I forgot the shade what it was, but it was a really nude color, but I will leave the detail in the description box below, so go check it out. But since this was a bit too nude for me, I think I did use another color on top of this. I believe the shade was ColourPop in the shade Popping, I believe it is. Yeah, it was a really nice rosy magenta color and it was so highly pigmented, so I kind of applied it in portion. This is the final look, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. I know it was kind of quick, but I really have to rush out somewhere. But I also wanted to get this up for you guys, and so I hope you enjoyed it. Give this video a great big thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more such videos. Also let me know in the comments below what other videos you would like for me to film. But until then, see you next time. Bye!